E-way bill, electronic way bill. Why we need electronic way bill, E-way bill? Need and importance of E-way bill. My dear friends, after introduction of the GST, one nation, one tax, resultantly, the goods can be moved freely from north to south or east to west or vice versa without any hurdle. If the goods are coming from Andhra Pradesh and entering into Tamil Nadu, at the Tamil Nadu border, there is to be barcode earlier, check post, detain the goods, verify that goods, thereafter asking to pay entry tax and permitting inside. Entry tax has been abolished after the introduction of the GST. As a result, one nation, one tax, the goods can be moved by road freely without any hurdle in between Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So, in this process, delay in delivery of the goods avoided, and moreover, entry tax burden has been reduced, but department wanted to know what goods you have supplied as a seller, to whom you supplied, the recipient, whether the properly accounting that supply of goods, the movement of the goods between the states, properly accounting or not, department want to have a check. For that checkpoint purpose only, E-way bill has been introduced. Otherwise, E-way bill has no importance. And moreover, E-way bill is not applicable to the good if the supply is in the nature of service. If and if E-way bill, இது யாரா பண்ணது? இது பண்ணக்கூடாது. எனக்கு ஏசி வாங்கணும் இல்லையா? என்ன ஏசி வச்சிருங்க, உங்க ஏசி வச்சுக்கோங்க, ஆஃப் பண்ண உங்க இஷ்டம். எனக்கு ஏசி வாங்கணும். Whatever may be, earlier whatever, something, because some flows of air should come. Now listen, Parma Raja, concentrate. E-way bill brings transparency in movement of the goods. E-way bill concept not applicable in case of supply of services. One cannot carry the knowledge of the others. Am I right or not? That is the reason. Now, E-way bill, if you have, easily can move the goods from one state to another state without any delay in delivery. Sir, such a E-way bill should I generate only for transport of goods by road or any other mode of transportation? If you look here, there are following modes: goods transport by air, goods transport by road, by train, or through vessel in a sea. So, in all mode of transportation, E-way bill required. Only when the value of the goods which you transported, the value of the goods should be a taxable value, exceed rupees 50,000. How much? 50,000. Sir, what about the value of the goods what I am transporting from one state to other state is less than rupees 50,000, then E-way bill not required. E-way bill required only when the value of the goods exceeds 50,000. Sir, if it is exactly 50,000, sir, E-way bill not required. More than 50,000. Now, how to compute this value of 50,000? First and foremost, the supply of goods should be a taxable nature of supply of goods. Whether you charge the GST or not, a different issue. The goods should not be exempted goods. Sir, if I supply the value of the goods exempt 5 crores, no e-way bill. Exempted goods not required to accompany e-way bill. Are you with me to understand? Only taxable nature of supply of goods, you transporting through sea, by air or air cargo, or by land route, GTA goods transportation, or by train goods carriage, goods train, where the value exceeds rupees 50,000, e-way bill required. Sir, what it includes, what it excludes? Dear sir, it excludes exempted supply. It includes taxable supply. It also includes GST taxes there are. Meaning what? One example in front of you. If you refer here example 1, Mr. P, registered person from Punjab, supply the goods, sold the goods worth rupees 45,000 to Gujarat buyer. Is it interstate movement or intrastate movement? Interstate movement. If the goods are supplied at interstate level, the value exceeds 50,000, e-way bill is must. That 50,000 excludes exempted supply, should include GST taxes. For the first time I am referring, for the e-way bill purpose, the value should include GST. In all other cases of our computation of values should exclude GST. Now, what is GST is applicable here? GST 18%. 18% IGST on 45,000. How much comes? 8,100. Add it to 45,000. 53. That means more than 50,000. As a result, e-way bill is mandatory. Sir, e-way bill is mandatory. If so, the transporter, while transporting the goods, should carry along with him? Yes. Hey, Mr. Goods Transport Agent, GTA, being a transporter, transporting the goods by land route, e-way bill should be accompanied along with him. What about e-way bill not available along with the transporter while carrying the goods on road? E-way bill not there. The department officer empowered to detain your vehicle. Department officer empowered to seize your vehicle. Department officer empowered to levy the penalty, 200% of the tax amount. Therefore, it is very much important to have e-way bill along with the transporter when transporting the goods by land route. Whereas, if the goods are transporting in air cargo, by air cargo, or through vessel, or by train, if the goods transporting by train, in these 3 modes of transportation, e-way bill is mandatory if the value exceeds 50,000, but not required to accompanied along with the conveyance. Meaning what? A department officer empowered to stop the vehicle if the goods are moving by road. Am I right? Department officer can stop. Hey, aeroplane, stop. Possible, huh? You get my point? Therefore, practically impractical, resultantly the lawmaker said, if transporting the goods value exceed rupees 50,000 by rail, by vessel, by aircraft, e-way bill not required to accompany along with the conveyance. Conveyance means vehicle, vessel, aircraft, like that. So, if it is a mode of transport, air cargo, mode of transport by train, mode of transport by vessel, in that case, e-way bill not required to accompany along with the transport. However, e-way bill mandatory if the value exceeds rupees 50,000 at interstate movement of the goods. At the end of the destination, when the recipient, consignee, going to take the delivery of that goods, must produce e-way bill. Unless and until you submit the e-way bill, the goods cannot be handed over to you. In the case the goods transport by rail, by vessel or by aircraft. Is clear, my dear friends? You understand the importance of e-way bill? What for e-way bill? To bring the transparency. Sir, I supplied the 1000 cell phones, sir, by sending in a truck, sir. Physically, how many units are supplied? 1000 units, sir. But I raised the invoice, only 100 units, sir. For 100 units only, I am going to pay the GST, sir. E-way bill also 100 units, sir. E-way bill also generated 100 units. But physically, how many quantity are there in the truck? 1000. Means you try to evade the tax of 900 units, sir. Department wanted to know. How department want to know? Unless you until upload e-way bill. Where to upload e-way bill means, hey, being a transporter, the supplier, consignor or consignee, they are responsible to upload the e-way bill in a separate EWB gov.in portal. You get my point? If not uploaded a valid e-way bill or valid e-way bill uploaded but defective e-way bill, then liable, that goods are liable for detention and seizure during transit. And if you release that seized goods, you have to pay penalty under section 129 of the CGST. Taxable goods, 200% of the tax is the penalty. A detailed discussion on this in final level. You get my point? Sir, if uploaded proper e-way bill, properly uploaded, sir, what is important, sir, this e-way bill? If properly uploaded, department come to know that the goods are moving from here to there. Okay, buyer is Tamil Nadu fellow, seller is Andhra Pradesh fellow, Andhra Pradesh seller, have he reported in the GST 1 return as his sales? Yes, sir. Get my point? Department will compare your GST 1 return with the e-way bill. Hey seller, you submitted return. Have you shown this supply? Shown, sir. Accompanied e-way bill? Yes, sir. Available, sir. Then transaction proper at seller side. Hey buyer, have you booked the purchases? Yes, sir. Accompanied with the e-way bill? Available? Available, sir. So proper. If e-way bill quantity mismatching with the GST 1 return quantity, department will be in a position to question you. How can question, sir? At the year ending, you are filing the annual return, GST 9 return, annual return, where you are showing the annual turnover as per invoices. For annual turnover as per invoices, how much turnover? 200 crores. Very good. E-way bill, how much turnover is shown? Sir, 180 crores. Difference of 20 crores turnover, what happened? Sir, e-way bill not required to generate, sir, because it is exempt supply, sir. Or other way around, turnover reported in the books of accounts 200 crores, whereas e-way bill accompanied for that value is 300 crores. Difference 100 crores. What happened? Why not pay the tax? I replied, being a taxpayer, department officer, I am submitting the reconciliation. 200 crores only my supply, taxable. Balance 100 crores, out of which 80 crores are exempted supply, not required to accompany e-way bill. The balance 20 crores, which is a supply, but GST not apply. What do you mean this? For reasons other than supply. For reasons other than supply. What do you mean it? I supply the goods on sale or approval basis, sale or returnable basis. But time limit is there, 6 months time period to confirm my buyer. Like that goods supplied. Is supply liable to be GST? Therefore, in the given case, is a supply, it is a reasons for other than supply. Is the reasons other than supply. GST will apply? No. Now the point of dispute comes here. Am I required to generate the e-way bill if the value exceeds rupees 50,000 for supply? Yes. for reasons other than supply? Yes. Meaning thereby I may be sell or I may be supplied, which is for reasons other than supply. Meaning what? I supply the goods on sale or return basis is the best classical example for dash. For reasons other than supply. No sir, I am supplying the goods sir, which is during the warranty period repaid and supplying back sir. Meaning what? Actually I sold the washing machines worth rupees 80,000, which came to me as a manufacturer for repair during the warranty period. After repair, I am sending back again. After repair during the warranty period, if I am sending back, is my seller? Is my supplier? No. But it is a classical example for dash. For reasons other than supply. What is the value of the goods? 80,000 rupees. You will be required? Yes, required. Meaning, you will be required for the supply as well as for reasons other than supply if the value exceeds rupees 50,000 at interstate supply. Have you understood? And further I am telling you, my dear, in the given case, you will also require, irrespective of the value, if the goods sent for job work, goods sent for job work at interstate level, goods sent for job work at interstate level, irrespective of the value of the goods, dash is required. E-way bill required. Conditions apply. One, it should be a job work supply. Second one is interstate supply. Is clear? Value even not exceed rupees 50,000. E-way bill what? Mandatory. Final point here. Handicraft goods. Basically, practically, if you look this, handicraft goods, if I sold, are exempted goods. Just now I said, for exempted goods, EVA bill not required. However, handicraft goods, which is supplying at interstate level, speak out. Handicraft goods, which is supplying at interstate level, even though exempted goods, EVA bill is mandatory. Now got the clarity? So these are the 3 points very important for our applications, exam point of view. Now one example I will bring here. Answer to me please. Example 2, carefully read and answer. Seller, S Limited, registered in Punjab. The value of the goods as per the delivery challan 48,000. Reasons other than supply. Reasons other than supply means what? Best example, goods sent on sale or approval basis. Sale or returnable basis. How much worth? 48,000. To whom? Job work. Where located? Punjab. EVA will required? No, why not required? It is intrastate. That's why EVA will not required. If it is interstate, mandatory. Goods sent for job work at interstate level. Irrespective of the value, EVA will mandatory. That's why I mentioned example 3. Consider the example 2. If it is interstate movement of goods, then irrespective of the value of the goods, EVA bill is mandatory. Get my point? Got the clarity? Now please come back. Such a EVA bill is mandatory. How to generate? What is the form of EVA bill should generate? If you look here, my dear, you come across EWB01 is the form you have to generate. Where ewb.gov.in portal, separate portal, which is not belongs to GST network portal. You get my point, sir? If the e-invoice now, listen, your e-invoice category, for e-invoice category, when you generate the e-invoice, is auto-populating in the EWB, the e-way bill portal, particular e-way bill will generate. If e-invoice generated, e-invoice will take care to generate dash e-way bill also. Get my point? Otherwise, you have to manually upload where there is a part A. Part A of EWB01 containing consign are supplier details, consignee recipient details, nature of the goods and all, invoice details. Once part A uploaded in ewb.gov portal by filling the part A of EWB01, then part B of EWB01 will pop up to fill up. Part B of EWB01 is none other than details of the transporter. Once the transporter filled his details in part B and uploaded in the e-way bill portal, then e-way bill generated. Part A only uploaded, but part B not uploaded is not a valid e-way bill. It is not a e-way bill generated. The time gap between EWB01 part A to part B is 15 days time period is the maximum within which you have to upload part B. If not, part A will be disappear. You get my point? Further, we are having here EWB01 validity period. Validity period is there. For each 200 kilometers of distance, validity of e-way bill is 1 day. Part of the kilometers also 1 day. For example, 500 kilometers distance, e-way bill is valid for how many days? For each 200 days, 1 day. If so, 500 kilometers distance travel, e-way bill valid period. No. How many 200s are there? 2 days. Plus even 1 kilometer beyond 400 is 1 day. 200 kilometers 1 day, or part thereof also 1 day. Is clear? How many days now? 3 days. Now the point comes into picture. Okay, sir. You said we agreed. Here the law is very clear. Each 200 kilometers 1 day. Part thereof also 1 day. We agree. Now 500 kilometer distance. You said 3 days validity. If so, validity period of 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. When ends? On what time ends? That is very important. During the day. Today what date? 24th April. Am I right? Correct? Today what time? Now what is the time now? Time is how much? Almost 8:55. Is clear, bro? At 8:55 AM, 24th April 25, part A generated, part B also be uploaded in the EWB01 form in the EWB portal. Part B generated. When generated? 24th April 25 at 8:55 AM. Is clear? Now, if so, validity of the e-way bill commences. 1 day for 200 kilometers. When ends? Next day midnight. Meaning for 500 days, 500 kilometers distance, 25th midnight, 26th midnight, and 27th April 2025 midnight, validity over. Sir, while transporting the goods, there is road blockage due to the various reasons, sir. I could not be able to reach by 27th April 2025 midnight, sir. Meaning what? Validity of e-way bill expires. Can I extend the validity period? Law permits within 8 hours. Speak out. Within 8 hours from the time of expiry of e-way bill, further can be extended e-way bill. You get my point? Have you got it? Sir, E-way bill generated, sir, but goods not moved, sir. Why not goods moved? EWB 01 part A filled up by consider a consignee being a supplier or recipient. Part B transporter also filled up, sir. After that, I asked the transporter to carry the goods. Transporter says, wait. Furthermore, I'm chasing him. Where are you? The transporter not moving the goods. He got all full, comfortable, sleeping. Hey, transporter, value period of E-way bill commences. So what? I am fully with alcoholic consumption. You know, after having alcoholic consumption, should not ride the vehicle. Therefore, I am not going to start the vehicle. I want to honor the rules and regulations. This transport. Now, consignor who load the goods in the truck, E-way bill generated also. Can I cancel the E-way bill? Because truck not moved. Can I cancel the E-way bill? E-way bill can be cancelled within 24 hours from the date of generation of E-way bill. Within 24 hours from the date of generation of E-way bill. What is the point of generation of E-way bill? Means EWB 01 part B uploaded. Part A uploaded, part B not uploaded, E-way bill not generated. Question of cancellation does not arise. Part B uploaded, then E-way bill generated. From that period, within 24 hours, you can cancel the E-way bill. Is clear, my dear friends? Sir, what about over-dimensional cargo? Meaning what? Look on the screen. Over-dimensional cargo. Can you ask the transporter within 200 kilometers, within one day, you carry entire goods within one day, 200 kilometers you have to reach. If you say that fellow fell down, yes or no? It's a over-dimensional cargo. If it's a over-dimensional cargo, one day time period validity is given for E-way bill for each 20 kilometers one day. For each 20 kilometers one day, or part thereof also one day. You get my point? If it is 110 kilometers, how many? 110 kilometers. How many days? In the case of over-dimensional cargo, 6 days. Perfect. Perfect. The 6th day, midnight, it is going to expire. Is clear? Same concept also be applicable for multimodal transport. Multimodal transport. What do you mean by multimodal? Sir, from a factory in Chennai to Chennai port by transport, by road. Thereafter, goods loaded in a vessel from Chennai port. Get my point? Transported to Vizag port. Then, in that case, part of the distance by road, part of the distance by through vessel, through sea in a vessel. It is called multimodal shipment. Such a multimodal shipment, each 20 kilometers also one day. You get my point? Got the point? Part of the kilometers one day. Questions are there in the examination to ask you in this regard. Now come back. Tell me what you understand here in the given case. EWB 01 is nothing but what? EWB 01 nothing but what? E-way bill. Consisting of part A, part B. Part A, consignor, consignee details, invoice details. Part B, transport details. You get my point? Such a E-way bill is required for interstate movement of the goods where the value exceeds rupees 50. Is clear? Now, Listen to me, all of you. I am Mr. Ram. You are Sham. Ram separately supplying the goods to his consignee. Sham also supplying the goods to another consignee. Both the value of that goods loaded into the one truck. In one truck, there are two of them are loaded the goods as a consignor. One is Ram, other one is Sham. Ram value of the goods 40,000. Sham value of the goods 30,000. We both of them load the goods into the one truck. Hanuman transporter. Now tell me, in the given case, Ram supplying the goods and raise the invoice, what value? 40,000. Not exceeded 50,000. I am talking inclusive of GST. Sham supplying the goods inclusive of GST 30,000. Now, individually, our consignment not exceed 50,000. Therefore, neither Ram required to issue the consignment note, I mean to say, Ram required to issue the e-way bill, not Sham is required to issue the e-way bill. So, no one required to issue the e-way bill. But in the truck, the value exceed 50,000. Then, hey truck wala, transporter, your responsibility to generate the e-way bill. Which e-way bill you want me to generate, sir? Consolidated e-way bill. The value is consolidated value only, na? Consolidated value exceeds 50,000. Individual value consignment not exceed rupees 50,000. Individual consignor is not required to issue e-way bill. But all these consignments in one truck carrying by a transporter, consolidated value exceeds 50,000. What is required? Consolidated e-way bill required. EWB 02. Is clear? Question is going to give the exam. When e-way bill is required to issue, in the case of goods are individual is not exceed rupees 50,000, consolidated value exceed 50,000, which e-way bill is required to issue? EWB 02, namely called as a consolidated e-way bill. Is clear? Now listen carefully. How to generate and what it containing? EWB 02, consolidated e-way bill containing individual e-way bills. EWB 01. Sir, EWB 01, part A and part B. Part A, please sir. Part A, part B. What? EWB 01, part A, information. How a transporter will fill up. Take the invoice values. Thank you, sir. Take the invoice values. Invoice is there, na? Ram is issued the invoice, sir. Ram issued the invoice or not? Sham also issued the invoice. Ram issued the invoice, what value? 40,000, inclusive of GST. Sham issued a 30,000. Invoice detail containing consignor and consignee. Am I right? Get my point? Invoice details nothing but consignor and consignee information with the value of the goods. Based on the invoice details, transporter Hanuman should generate EWB 01 part A. Of course, part B of EWB 01 knows by transporter information. Upload. First generate EWB 01, EWB 02. There are two e-way bills. These two e-way bills containing in a basket. The name of the basket called what? Consult e-way bill, namely EWB 02. Is clear? Now, once you understand EWB 01, EWB 02, now I am bringing to a notice EWB 03. EWB 03. As I told you, a transporter who carrying the goods worth rupees more than 50,000 at interstate level should accompany along with him what? E-way bill. Correct? If e-way bill not available or available only for few goods, not available, the department officer is empowered to detain your vehicle? Yes or no? Seize the vehicle? Yes. To release the seized goods, you have to pay penalty. Said or not? Now, listen here. There are 50 consignments. 50 consignments. Each consignment value exceed 50,000. Out of 50 consignments, 30 consignments only e-way bill is there. Balance 20 consignments e-way bill not there. All the 50 consignments carrying in one truck. Department officer detains that vehicle at National Highway. Ask the information of e-way bill. Produced. There are 50 consignments. 30 consignments e-way bill is there. For 20 consignments e-way bill not there. Then officer is empowered to detain and seize how many consignments? Only the 20 consignments for which e-way bill not there. The balance 30 consignments e-way bill is there should be released. However, the vehicle is the same, na? Only one vehicle. Vehicle cannot be part. Entire vehicle also will be detained and seized. The owner of the vehicle should pay fine to release the vehicle. What is not going to be seized? For 30 consignments for which e-way bill is there. Loudly. How? Transportation. 30 units, owner will come and take the goods from the truck and reload in the truck and take away. We are not going to be bothered. Otherwise, we won't levy any penalty for 30 consignments. We levy penalty only for 20 consignments. And also, not only 20 consignments will be seized, the truck also can be seized. Is clear? Now further. Sir, you said e-way bill required, correct? When the value exceeds 50,000. Irrespective of the value, in case of interstate job work or in the case of handicraft goods, interstate level is clear. Even e-way bill required for supplies for reasons other than supply. Am I right? For reasons other than the supply, what is required? E-way bill required. If the value exceeds rupees 50,000. By knowing this, a question is framing in the examination like this. Carefully listen. Mr. Bharat, being a supplier of the goods to Lakshman. Supplier are Bharat. Recipient of the goods are Lakshman. Bharat in Chennai, Lakshman in Mumbai. Is it what type of supply? Indirect supply. Then Bharat approached Hanuman transporter to carry the goods. Hand over 3 consignments. Bharat hand over 3 consignments to supply to Lakshman. Hanuman loaded the goods into the truck. There are 3 consignments. Consignment number 1, consignment number 2, consignment number 3. There are 3 invoices. 3 invoices. Consignment number 1, invoice 1,50,000. Consignment number 2, invoice 3 lakhs. Consignment number 3, invoice value 4,50,000. So 1,50,000, 3 lakhs and 4,50,000. 3 invoices, 3 different consignments. Consignor and consignee same, truck were also same. Goods loaded in the truck. Now, e-way bill required or not required? Required, because value exceed 50,000. How many e-way bills are required? Invoice wise e-way bill required, or only one e-way bill is liable to issue, EW01. Law says excellent. Invoice wise e-way bill required. Hey, Bharat, issue EWB01 for invoice 1, invoice 2 and invoice 3. EWB01, 3 are required. 3 invoices, 3 e-way bills. Hey, transport Hanuman, What you will do? Consignee remains same. Consignee also same. Same truck. You carry this in the name of EWB 02, namely concerned e-way bill. If you open that basket of concerned e-way bill, what is there inside? Individual invoice wise EWB 01. Got the clarity? Any doubt? E-way bill is required even for reasons other than supply. Understand? If the value exceeds rupees 50,000. Sir, I am sending the goods from where to where? From Mumbai to Kolkata. Mumbai to Kolkata. When I send that goods Mumbai to Kolkata, the transporter A carrying that goods from Mumbai to Odisha. There, he handing over that goods to transporter B from Odisha to Kolkata, transporter B carrying that goods. Meaning what? There are two transporters are involved for only one consignment. Value exceed rupees 50,000. Now tell me, how many e-way bills are required? One e-way bill sufficient or two e-way bills required? Law says, how many invoices? One invoice only. One invoice. Therefore, one e-way bill only. From Mumbai to Odisha, transport A details are available in the part B of EW01. Same EW01, part B, further adding transporter B details in the same e-way bill to carry the goods from Odisha to Kolkata. So one e-way bill only sufficient, clarified by the CBIC in the given case. Is clear, my dear friends? These are all points which has merit in the exam point of view. Going to come. Further, I am referring you. Have you had the bill to ship to model? Bill to ship to model simple, ma. I will show you here. Is there a diagrammatic presentation is here? Bill to ship to model. See here what happened. Rahim, basically a seller. Ram placed the order to buy the goods. Rahim said, okay, I am supplying the goods to you. So who is seller? Rahim. Who is the buyer? Ram. Ram said, hey Mr. Rahim, could you supply that goods to my one of the buyer located elsewhere, name called as Robert? You get my point? Assume a scenario. Rahim is in Chennai. Robert also in Chennai. Ram in Mumbai. Are you getting my point? All the way going from Chennai to Mumbai, again coming to Chennai is baseless. Therefore, Ram said, are you going to supply to my buyer Robert in Chennai? Rahim said, why not, sir? Ram, you are a God for me. My customers are God for me. My customers are God for me. I will do for you. You want me to supply your goods to Robert, Chennai only? Yes. So, the goods shipped to Robert place from Rahim place, and Rahim is billing to Ram. So, bill to whom? Ram. Ship to whom? Robert. In the given scenario, who is seller of the goods? Rahim. Who is the bearer of the goods? Ram. Is clear? Huh? After completion of the transaction, Ram calling, hey Robert, where are you? Have you received the goods? Received, sir. Pay to me. I'm supplying the invoice to you now. Get my point? Ram, seller. Robert, buyer. You get my point? ஏன்பா சும்மா சொல்லுவாரா ராமே? அதான் ரஹீமே, நீ அவர் கூட இவர் கூட சொல்லுவாரா? அவர் யாரு? இவரோட பையர். Get my point? Then Ram said, hey Mr. Robert, I am sending the invoice to you. You please honor the payment. You get my point? In the given scenario, who is the seller? Ram. Who is the buyer? Robert. So there are two sales are there. Two sales are there. But one movement of the goods only. Even two sales in bill to ship to model, but one movement of the goods only. In that case, how many e-payables required? One or two? There are two invoices. Two invoices. One movement of that goods. CBIC clarified. In the given case, one e-payable is sufficient. Invoice wise, e-payable required. If there are different invoices of different value of the goods, load in the same truck. You get my point? Here, there are two invoices. In spite of that, one e-payable required because it's a bill to ship to model. Rahim billing to Ram, shipping to Robert is one supply. Second supply, Ram billing to Robert. But Ram to Robert, again there is no separate movement of the goods. Therefore, one e-payable is sufficient. That can be generated by Ram, that can be generated by Rahim. Being considered, no issue. Got the clarity? Any difficulty? No, it is still interstate supply for Rahim. That will be clarified in the place of supply. Is clear? Place of supply will clarify that. Is clear, my friends? Any difficulty, Amma? So much we referred. But time up to 9:30 only, no? Then why people packing here? Exam. Please. I will upload this in the website, Rafi Sir ID Guru. Make use of it. Now listen, my dear friends. So far we referred with so much of anxiety manner, you will be required. After that, we are entering the exam hall. Examiner simply coolly asking, what are the cases or transactions for which e-payable not required? We are day and night studied e-payable required. Examiner asking him, e-payable not required cases. We have a list. Even before that, upfront I can say, interstate movement of the goods, the value less than or equal to 50,000, e-payable not required. Exempted supply of goods, e-payable not required. Apart from that, e-payable not required cases are as follows. Before going for e-payable not required cases, I would like to refer EWB03. EWB01, you are aware of that? EWB02 also aware of that? EWB03, nothing but if the department officer detain the vehicle by on road, you are carrying the goods, detain the vehicle, notice discrepancy, no e-payable, then he should report in EWB03 Part A within 24 hours. Within 24 hours from the time of detention. 24 hours of detention means from the time of inspection. Sir, where to report? Summary report, Part A of EWB03 within 24 hours of inspection. After that, within 3 days of inspection, you should final report upload EWB03 Part B. Now, 24 hours time I said, 3 days I said, 24 hours for what? Summary report. EWB 01, 03, Part A. Final report, EWB 03, Part B. 3 days time period. If the 3 days not sufficient for method of inspection, furthermore, 3 days permission can be granted by commissioner. Now, these 24 hours or 3 days or 6 days, time reckoned from which period? Means when the detention or inspection taking place today, 24th April 2025, at the time of what time? 9:25. 24 hours commences that day midnight onwards. That day midnight onwards. Even 24 hours, the same that day of midnight, 3 days also. That day midnight onwards commences. 3 days. The day ends, the next day midnight. You get my point? Today, goods detained, seized. 3 days time period comes from which day? From that day, 24th April, midnight onwards. Next day ends, next day, midnight. You get my point? You get my point? 1 day. Now, 24 hours time period. The detention taking place today, seizure taking place today, that day midnight onwards, 24 hours. To upload some summary report in the GST, in the GWB 03 Part A. Final report within 3 days from the date of inspection. If not, furthermore, 3 days time period. Commissioner will give the permission. Is clear? Having this, now please come back. Referring to you, the transactions for which e-way bill is not required to generate. What are they? They are as follows. E-way bill not required to generate. 1. LPG gas, cooking gas, supplying in a truck, for which e-way bill not required. For household and domestic purpose. Kerosene oil distributing to PDS, public distribution system, e-way bill not required. Postal baggages, transporting postal department, e-way bill not required. Natural, cultural pearls and precious metals, e-way bill not required. Now, for the jewelry is considered, e-way bill is required if the value exceeds 50,000. Further, currency notes, 100 rupees, 200 rupees, notes carrying, which is neither goods nor service. So, e-way bill not required. Used personal household articles. I am shifting my residence from, look to me, from Coimbatore to Chennai. I am shifting my residence. Household articles in a truck coming to my Chennai house. In that case, the value may be exceeds 50,000, which is for reasons other than supply. Also, in that case, e-way bill not required because personal nature. Specifically mentioned. Or Kora, unworked Kora or worked coral means what? The weaving, handmade weaving cloth, e-way bill not required. You get my points? In all these cases, e-way bill not required. Tell me quickly, what are they? LPG, gas cylinders, kerosene oil, supplying through PDS, postal baggages, thereafter natural or the cultural pearls, studying in the jewelry. E-invoice, the e-way bill not required. Jewelry required now. Point number 6, currency not required. Household articles, transportation, used one. Not a new brand house, the new brand household articles. Agency transporting, furniture, sofa sets required. Used sofa sets, personal person, a individual transporting from one place to the place in a truck. Household used articles, e-way bill not required. Coral or the worked coral, e-way bill not required. Is clear, my dear friends? With this, e-way bill concept is completed for your batch.